Hello, in this video I'll show you how to square a 5-digit number without using very long multiplication. So let's get started. So we have 26,478 squared, and I have drew the boxes in order to make the video shorter. If I don't draw those, then it will make the video longer. But anyway, if you want to check the 4-digit squared video, it's in the description below. So we have 6,478 squared. Yeah, 6,478 squared, and then 478 squared, and then 78 squared. Remember, we always do the last two digits first. So yeah, we have to do this first. So we have 8 squared. You know what it is. 8 squared, it's 64. So you write a 4 here, but you put the 6 down here. And all you do is do 7 squared. 7 squared is 49. So we write the 49 here. And now for the middle box, you have to do 7 times 8, which is 56. And you multiply it by 2. So 56 times 2 is 112. Yeah, 112. So you write a 112 here. But remember, each box in here can only contain one digit for 2-digit squares. So if you don't know why, check out in the video in the description below. It's the same one. So you write the 2 here, but you bring the 11 under here, and then you have to add the results up. So you put the plus sign, and you draw a line here, and you bring the 4 down here, and then 2 plus 6, which is 8, and then we have 49 plus 11, it's 60. So the answer is 6,084. Now, this is the second step we have to get to, 478 squared. And in order to do this, you have to do 78 squared. For this, the boxes can only contain 2 digits each. So you have 84. So 78 squared, the last 2 digits are 84. So you write the 84 here. In here, and then you carry the 60 under the middle box. And then for 4 squared, it's 16. It goes here. And now for 78 times 4 times 2. So you write 78 times 4, and then you multiply by 2. Like this. And now you have to do 8 times 4, which is 32. Carry the 3. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 3 is 31. And then you multiply the result by 2. 312 times 2 is 624. So basically, you write the 24 in the middle box, and you carry the 6 under there. And now we are ready to add. Alright, so bring any of the numbers that are not being added. So we have 84, and then 24 plus 60 is 84. A coincidence, because we have the two numbers the same answer. But anyway, we have to continue on. So we have 16 plus 6 is 22. So that's the answer to the second step. Now let's move on to the third one. We have 6,478 squared, and each box can only contain 3 digits, while the first box will always contain 2. So to do 478 squared, you have seen it, which is 228,484. So you write 484 there in the first box, but you carry the 228 under the second box. Oops, not 227. I mean 228. There, that's better. And now for 6 squared, it's 36. So you write a 36 here. And now for 6 times 4 is 78 times 2. So you write like this. The multiplication of 2 is really important. If you don't, then it will change the result. So 478 times 6 is 48. And please ignore about the low power mode. It's not important for you. So we have 7 times 6, which is 42, plus 4 is 46. So you carry the 4 again. And now you have to do 4 times 6 is 24 plus 4, or 4 times 7, which is 28. So you have to keep the... Oh no, we're not done. We need to multiply by 2. This is really important. So you have to multiply by 2. 8 times 2, which is 16. Carry the 1. If I didn't multiply by 2, then I'll get the wrong answer. So 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1. And then 8 times 2, which is 16, plus 1 is 17. Plus 1 again. And then 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So you have to keep the 736 in the middle box. And then you bring the 5 under the middle box. And then now you have to add the results up. Bring the 484 since it's not being added, and then you have to add the results up. So we have 6 plus 8, which is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. And then 7 plus 2 is 9. And then we have 36 plus 5, which is 41. So that's the answer to the third clue. Now let's move on to the main problem, which is 26,478 squared. And for 6,478 squared, it's this result here. And those digits in the middle in the last box can contain 4 digits this time. So we write 4,484 there. But you have to carry the 4,196 part. So it goes here. And then for 2 squared, it's 4. So we write the 4 here. And then for this, you have to multiply 6,478 times 2. And then you multiply by 2 again. So you do this. And then you have to multiply by 2 again after you get that result. So yeah, that's how you do it. Hold on, let me move this up so I have more space. Right, so we have 8 times 2, which is 16. The 6 stays there, but you carry the 1. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 1 is 15. And then we have to carry the 1 once again. And we have 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then 6 times 2, which is 12. And then multiply by 2 again. So we have 6 times 2, which is 12. Carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1 once again. And then 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 1 is 19. Carry the 1. And then 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. And then 1 times 2 is simply 2. Now, all you do is to write 5,912 in the middle box. And then you carry the 2 under the first box. And now we are ready to add for the main problem. And now bring the last box down since there's nothing added. And then we have 2 plus 6, which is 8. 1 plus 9 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1 again. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 4 is 10. Carry the 1 again. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So that's the answer. We have 701,084,484. So yeah, that's the answer to 26,478 squared. That's the answer right here. So yeah, that's how you can do squaring 5-digit numbers without using very long multiplication. Anyway, this is the end of the video, so see you soon. Bye.